So I didn't become profitable from trading from finding a secret strategy. I became profitable because I was able to actually reflect on the things that I was doing and see the negative habits that I was doing through self-reflection. And the major thing that took me from consistently being unprofitable to getting constant payouts from the market was just simply journaling. And in this video, my goal is to walk you through the exact framework on how I did it. So for those of you guys who don't know my story, I had a video that I just posted recently, which I'll link above. I'm kind of go over my whole story, but I started journaling in July of 2025, and this was one of the most down moments in my trading journey because it was a time where I just felt like I was stuck. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't have a clear guidance in the direction that I wanted to go within trading, and I knew that something had to change in order for me to become the person I needed to be and become profitable within a short period of time. And in July, when I hit rock bottom, that's when I began not only journaling inside the charts but also outside of the charts, and I very quickly realized all the stupid ass shit that I was doing on the market. And so the main mistakes that I was making was like trading during Asia session, oversizing on random ass setups, not using the higher time frame and the low time frame to match my buys together, and a lot more things. And honestly, journaling is the reason that I even found my strategy in the first place, because through constant failure and constant reflection, I was able to actually see the trades that were working for me and the trades that weren't working for me, and able to build a system and a strategy around the trades that were actually working for me and getting a winning proven edge in the market. But as simple as it is, a lot of these things go basically unrecognized when you're not becoming aware of the things that you're doing on the market, especially as a beginner trader in the field of trading. And in my opinion, it's also why self-reflection is so vital and key to success, not only on the charts, but outside the charts as well. Now, I know a lot of traders have been on the self-improvement journey as well. And so in 2023 is when I started taking self-improvement a lot more serious. And in that, I also started journaling about 2-3 years ago now. And because of me implementing this habit on a daily basis within my life, and understanding the decisions I was making within my life, I was able to become very aware on the negative things that I was doing, things that were taking me away from my goals, and the things that were pushing me towards my goals on a consistent basis, and continuously improving within school, within my business, within my personal life, within my self-improvement life, and all aspects of my life. But somehow, even me having the habit of journaling outside of the market, it became something that I struggled very, very hard on implementing within my trading journey. And so for a situation like this, I guess the best way to call it is like ignorance debt. And I know a lot of you guys feel that as well. And ignorance debt is basically when you know exactly what you need to do, you know what steps you need to take and what direction you need to go to, but you're not taking the action in doing those things. And so for me, journaling was one of those things, because I knew that I should be journaling, reflecting on my trades, reflecting on my emotions and all these things. But for months on end, I was stuck in unprofitability, not really reflecting on the things that I was doing outside and inside of the charts to become a better trader overall. And so that's when I began journaling every single one of my trades. I began seeing the losing trades I was doing, the losing habits that I was doing, and also the winning trades that I was doing and the things that I was doing right on the market on a consistent basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, and starting to see my journey and my growth over a longer period of time. And so what I'll do is I'll show you guys my exact journaling framework on how I journal, what I journal on, and how I overcame my mistakes that I realized that I was doing within journaling itself.
2 hours later.
Let's get it, chat. All right, so basically how I go about journaling, everything that I do is I go on notion.com. It's free, so I mean you guys don't have to pay for nothing. What you guys will do is you'll sign up, make an account, go on here, and then you'll click create a new page once you get to there. All right, so I just switched it to my white mode. So all you guys are gonna do is you're guys gonna make a new page. You can title this trading journal. I usually just put an icon on top of here, something you can put like a notebook, something like that. And then what you guys will do is you're going to click slash, and then you're going to type in gallery. So once you type in that, you're going to click gallery view, and then it's going to have this database thing right here. And so this is how you're going to be doing your daily entries. There are other like databases and platforms and systems and shit that you can use to journal. A lot of them are paid. So like, you know, if you want to just do it the free way, this is just what I recommend. It's the way that I've been doing. I'll show you guys my journal at the end. So what you're going to do is you're going to click new. You're going to type in the day. So today would be January 17th, 2026. I just do an icon as well. And then what you do is you'll take a screenshot of a trade. So what I'll do is I'll just take a quick screenshot of like a random ass trade. Just let's say I took this short right here, just like this. Let's say I took this short right here, and I wanted to screenshot this and put this into my journal. I would just screenshot it like this. Usually when I take a screenshot, I also show the time frame that I'm on as well. Just like that, so 30-minute. Click copy, go back to the trading journal, And then what you do is you'll just copy and paste the picture into here of the trade that you took. And then from here, the things that I journal every single day is number one, just your entry criteria. So you want to go from high time frame and low time frame criteria. So what you seen going into the high time criteria. All right, bet. So high time frame and low time criteria. So going into market open, what you see on the high time frame, what you see on the low time frame, your bias, your entry, SL, and your TPs, and then your P&L on the day. These are just a lot of things that you want to write down as far as like a day-to-day thing on the actual trade itself. Now, the other side of journaling, which is the more important side that I talk about, is the emotional side and your emotions and your thought process when you go into the trade. So it's like how you felt entering the trade. God damn, I can't type. Feeling / emotion while in the trade. And then your routine before and after the trade. Things you did well. Things you did not do good on. And then takeaways to implement going forward. So like for me, and I'll show you guys this later. A lot of things. The main thing that makes the biggest difference in your trading is your takeaways that you're going to improve on going forward. And so like let's say this day I didn't. Let's say this day I like didn't use my indicators, right? Let's say I didn't use my indicators. So let's just say today I just didn't use my indicators as a confluence. What I would do now is every single day that you have something that you want to take away and learn and improve on going forward, what I'll do is a separate page right here that's specifically for takeaways. So we'll just say title this things to improve on, just like this, and then we'll put the takeaways right here. So let's say like one day we said we didn't use indicators. Let's say one day we didn't leverage higher time frame. God damn, what's my computer doing this shit? Didn't leverage higher time frame, and so on and so forth. So basically this model, why it's such a good thing and why I love Notion journaling the way that I do it is because once you have multiple trades on a consistent basis, you can literally visually see the trade that you took on the day, and then you click on it and you can see all your criteria for entering the trade, why you enter it, how you entered it, your emotions while you're in the trade, things you did well on, things you didn't do good on, and things you could take away going forward within the trading. So this is just the basics of how I trade. And again, this is all on Notion. If you guys want a more in-depth template on what to trade about every single day, you guys can use ChatGPT. What I'll say, give me a template of things I need to write down and or check off for my day trading journal. And then what ChatGPT will do is literally give you like a fuck ton of things to write down, like the day, the asset, your max loss, all these things, your pre-market routine, all these things. They'll just give you a complete checklist. And like this is a lot more in depth than what I just gave you guys over there. So I definitely recommend you guys leverage this into your trading. And then eventually, I'll go to my trading journal right here. So you guys can see my trading journal right here where I have a lot of my trades as of recent. So now I can literally go through and literally visually see everything that I do on a consistent basis as far as taking my trades, what trades are working and what trades weren't. And so if I go back to my old setups, let's go back to when I very first started trading in July, but like around this time was when I was starting to really realize what setups I should be taking, what setups I shouldn't. And so like I was seeing that sometimes I was taking reversal setups like here, but sometimes I was taking continuation plays like right here. And let's see if there's another one like right here as well. And so like I was starting to notice that I was a lot better at catching continuation entries. And so that alone, just seeing visual representations of the trades that you're taking helps so very much within your trading. And I definitely think it's something you should implement. And then you can also write down all the mistakes that you're making within trading right here as well in another page on your trading journal. Just like how I had the takeaways one on the other one. Just write down everything that you're doing and that you need to improve on a consistent basis. And this will help you grow as a trader. And so what I do is not only just write down the mistakes that I'm making, but how I'm going to overcome the mistakes. So like for me, sometimes I go into the market, I'm not believing in my setup and my daily bias. I'm hesitant on believing and trusting in my bias and in myself in the markets. And so what I do is sometimes if my confidence is low, I size down. And if my confidence is high, I size in. I've kind of overcame this now, so I just keep a consistent size no matter what. But this was something that I struggled with back then, and now I've overcame it. And so sometimes I was also struggling with not completing my journal for every trade. And so like I had like be disciplined and journal every day. I also had a few more things that I wrote on my notebook to help me journal on a consistent basis, and so on and so forth. So I hope this helps you guys within your trading journey, and we'll switch back to the video. So winding everything down, journaling is definitely a very cliche thing in the trading market, and it's definitely a habit and a word that's thrown around a lot amongst all traders, but it's also overlooked a lot as well, especially if it's not done right. But again, it's also safe to say that journaling will not fix all your solutions right away, but journaling is also one of the only ways that you can become aware through self-reflection on the things that you're doing wrong and the things that you're doing good within the market, and constantly make improvement on a long-term basis. Anyways, I don't want to make this video too long. I hope this video helped you guys. For those who need help with journaling or a system within journaling, I hope I give you guys a lot of information that was very valuable. It would mean the world if you dropped a like and subscribe to my channel, as I'm going to continue pushing trading content out a lot more on a consistent basis. Make sure you guys also click my coaching link down below, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to DM me or message me, and I'll respond to all questions with as much sauce as I can give you guys. As always, I pray for success within each and every one of you guys. Keep God number one, and we're gonna run this shit up. Let's go.